Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Caleb, and today I'm gonna be going over the top supplements if you want to be a winner. Alright, so first off, I'm gonna start with magnesium. So magnesium, it's super good because it helps your brain health. You know, it promotes better sleep. It's also great for stress and recovery. When I first started taking magnesium, I noticed I started sleeping better. I started sleeping through the night, and it helped me go to bed. It almost makes you feel more relaxed, and you really notice a difference in a few days. Alright, the second supplement that I would recommend is zinc. Zinc is good because it helps boost testosterone. It's also good for your immune system, so you don't get sick as much. Zinc also promotes better recovery, so when you're getting a good lift in, it also helps that, similar to magnesium. Another thing it does, it balances hormones out, so that's just another thing. And if you take zinc, you have to balance it out and take copper. So the next supplement is going to be copper. It helps support your energy, and it kind of balances out with the zinc, and it works with iron. One of the key benefits here to taking copper is it helps your energy levels, so you're not tired and you can get through a workout. The key thing about these two, if you take one, you have to take the other because they balance each other out. If you take zinc and you don't take copper, it's gonna offset your hormones. It's gonna offset some stuff going on with you, so make sure you take both of them. How I do it is I take the zinc in the morning and then I take copper at nighttime. My next supplement here is gonna be fish oil. So fish oil is super popular because it helps with your brain functions. It also helps with your joint health. So when you're going to play a lot of basketball, you're gonna be jumping a lot, your knees start to hurt. So fish oil just helps, with all your joints and all that stuff, as long as you're doing all the right recovery work. Another thing that fish oil does is it helps with inflammation. So, puffy face, or just other inflammation in your body, such as, your joints, all that stuff. Fish oil is a great supplement. It helps with your heart health. Definitely add it into your rotation. My next supplement is going to be vitamin D. None other than vitamin D. So you might be thinking, oh, bro, I hit the sun. I go to the sun every day. Doesn't fucking matter, bro. I lived in Arizona my whole life, and no matter how much sun you get, you could still be deficient in it. So a majority of people are actually deficient in vitamin D3, and it's just a good thing to supplement. It's super easy to take. Vitamin D3 is good because it helps with your hormone support. It also helps support your immune system, so you're not sick all the time. It also helps stabilize your mood, so you're not, pissed off. You're not being weird as fuck. But like I said, a majority of people are deficient in vitamin D3, no matter if you hit the sun or not. So I'd recommend taking it. It's super easy, small little pill. Number 6 is gonna be ashwagandha. So ashwagandha is super popular. Everyone takes this shit, and I would also recommend it. So ashwagandha, it helps stabilize your mood. You don't get stressed out as much as it lowers cortisol. Ashwagandha also helps promote better sleep, so you get better rest, better recovery, which means more gains. It is an adaptogen that helps you, stay calm under pressure, so that's very good. So that's number 6. I would definitely recommend ashwagandha. Highly recommend it. You almost just don't care as much, is how I would put it. The next supplement I would recommend taking is none other than creatine, specifically creatine monohydrate. So they have these in pills, they have them in gummies, they have them in powders. They have a bunch of different things to do it. I'm currently on these little gummies right here. And these are, the serving size on these is 5,000 milligrams, so 5 grams. You take a couple of those and you're good. So if you're not taking creatine, you're really missing out. Creatine, it helps with your strength, helps with your endurance, and it makes your muscles look bigger, look fuller as you retain more water. So if you are going to be taking creatine, then make sure that you are drinking at least a gallon of water a day, which I would recommend. No matter what, I would recommend at least a gallon of water a day because, water is life. So make sure you're drinking a lot of water and taking creatine, because that's probably one of the biggest ones I'd recommend. The last supplement that I would recommend right now is apple cider vinegar. I take the capsules. So it really helps with gut health. It helps with it helps with your acne, helps all that stuff. It'll also help you control your blood sugar and, helps you with your energy, stabilize your energy and your mood. Also is perfect for, preventing bloat, so you don't have such a puffy face in the morning. All right, so these supplements, they're not magic, I would recommend them, but it's really just to add on to your routine. So if you're not getting efficient sleep, if you're not sleeping at least 8 hours a night, I don't know what you're doing, because it's very, very bad for you if you're getting under 6 hours of sleep a night. You could be like, oh, I'm just fine, but long term, the consequences really outweigh the benefits. So yeah, they just support. That's why it's supplement. It's not And you can have a good routine just based off your diet, but to be honest, if you don't supplement, you're missing out a good portion, which these could really increase your performance 5 to 10% just by taking these little things every day. But just make sure you're being disciplined with everything else, you know, your sleep, your food intake, your water intake. Make sure you're lifting every day, or, you know, sticking to your routine, maybe training, going running. Make sure you're doing all your stuff and add supplements on top of that, you know. If you're just taking supplements to be like, oh shit, I'm taking ashwagandha to get jacked, like, bro. And if you're not lifting, you're not sleeping, you're not drinking your water, bro, I'm sorry to tell you, bro, you're not gonna get jacked. So, you know, to be honest, you gotta figure it out. These were my top 8 supplements. There's obviously more supplements you could take that'll help. There's different ones. There's some of these that'll benefit you, some of these that won't benefit you, you know. It all goes person to person. These are the ones I like. You know, there's other ones that help as well, and it's really person to person basis. So these are the supplements you gotta take if you wanna be a winner. If you guys like that video, make sure to like and subscribe and follow for more, as I'll be making more tips like this and, you know, letting you guys become winners. So let's get it.